What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Bremen, aka Allfires. Now, if you missed our video yesterday in breaking from the editorial The Wrap, according to their sources, as soon as the actor strike is over, they're going to fast track Deadpool, and it's hopefully going to keep, fingers crossed, its May release date. Now, this is super exciting news in and of itself because it means they've probably gotten through a bunch of the primary photography. That's where we pick up today with a trusted industry insider source talking about one of the scenes from the film in which Deadpool and Wolverine will be encountering X-Men villains. We're going to talk about exactly what he said, what villain he specifically followed up with by name, and then talk about it in the greater context of the film. We've got three competing reports about who the real villain of this film is. We're going to run down all of them, and they are not tied together whatsoever. We're breaking down the latest villain report for Deadpool 3, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Loki's finale. We're also giving away comic books every single day this month. Again, all you got to do, be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this reveal actually broke yesterday from industry insider Daniel Rickman via his Patreon, and when it comes to industry insiders and Twitter scoopsters that we report on here at this channel, his track record is probably one of the best. He revealed that, quote, during the film, at one point, Deadpool and Wolverine will get trapped in a dimension where they have to face off against some of their old X-Men villains. Now, up until now, the only two returning X-Men villains we know of in the film are Ian McKellen's Magneto, and it's been rumored that Liv Schreiber's Sabretooth would be returning as well. Well, today he followed up that report with saying that Toad is also in the film. If you remember, really the only reason Toad was picked as one of those original villains for X-Men 1 was they were able to lock down the actor Ray Park fresh off his role as Darth Maul the year before, so they wanted to give him a villain that would better showcase his skill set. Now, the way that this is being reported, at least one point in the film they're in this dimension and running through the rogues gallery of old X-Men villains, is that they're not the actual overarching antagonists of the film, especially if Magneto is lumped in with that bunch, which really calls into question the fact that, and by all indications, we still have no idea who the actual antagonist of this film is. There have been three separate conjectures with strong evidence up until now, but they're all competing. The first of which were all those original plot rumors that said eventually Deadpool and Wolverine would find themselves either in the 838 or some future dystopian timeline where Magneto had basically gone through the ultimatum storyline, seized Mjolnir, and was ruling the world. Some of the X-Men were teamed up with him, and basically Deadpool and Wolverine would have to kill them all. Then we had reports that the actress Emma Corrin, who now is rumored to be playing Cassandra Nova, is actually going to be the villain of the film, the anti-Professor X, if you will, and she was originally announced as the villain when she was cast. Now we've confirmed that she's playing Cassandra Nova of sorts. While the confirmations have been loose, they've been widely corroborated, which would sort of make her one of the overarching villains of the film, what you think would be the main antagonist, but not so fast, because by all reports from industry insiders, none of these are actually the villain of the film, and in fact, it was originally said that the real villain of Deadpool 3 would be a familiar face and from the 616. Now, to this day, I've not seen anyone bring up a name of either heroes or villains from the 616 that really makes sense or offered any evidence or have a concise theory, and when I finally come up with one, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, the short list would maybe look something like TVA and Mobius, maybe even Loki, by extension Kang, something to do with the multiverse part of the universe, well, because that's exactly what we know this film will deal with, and based on quotes from Kevin Feige, like the multiverse will be completely broken by the time we get to this film, and then quotes from the director like Sean Levy from real recently, who said that this movie would definitely focus on the legacy of the X-Men and their impact even on the MCU. Basically, this is where it all started, and he wants to pay heavy homage to that. It's sort of hard to see how they're going to have time in this film to focus on all that, bring in all of those X-Men, still make it make sense in the context of the multiverse, maybe even introduce a brand new high-powered villain like Cassandra Nova, resolve that conflict, and then by the end, see Deadpool, Wolverine, and whomever else make their way over to the 616 continuity. Seems like a lot, a very ambitious film. But I have to be honest, the more we hear about this stuff, the more it seems like Deadpool and Wolverine kill the old Fox X-Men universe is exactly what would make sense. You can only serve these characters up one after another and so much before they can't really have stakes or enough screen time, enough dialogue, enough meaning in the film. So as I've said in the past, and now it's looking more and more likely to me, all of this is just really expensive cannon fodder. That's exactly what I said about the cameos in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's what they ended up being for Wanda. Could it be we're going to see the same thing here? And listen, I think there were some lessons to be learned by Multiverse of Madness. I think that movie has definitely raised a little bit in my opinion of it, especially in the context of the other projects already in the Multiverse saga. But there was a slight letdown in the way that they sort of introduced the Illuminati, and then right after explaining how they took out Thanos with Infinity Stones in a very sterile and one-on-one way, all went down to Wanda with almost no fight. I think maybe there's some lesson to be learned there about actually maybe adding a little more stakes or a little more sequence in the way that they all fight together, but we know that that was coming fresh out of the pandemic and they all filmed that one at a time. Trust me, when you know that and you watch that scene of the Illuminati, you can definitely tell it is very obvious they did that. Hopefully some lessons will be learned there. I just think that at some rate, this movie has had so many cameo reports at this point. Another new villain now added from the Fox X-Men gallery. At what point can you only just start killing them all off? Which again was the original rumors for what the plotline in this film would be at the very beginning. Guys, I am all ears down in the comments. If it's truly a 616 villain, and think of it in context of a villain to Deadpool and Wolverine, so maybe even a hero, who do you got? Who makes the most sense? Outside of the TVA and Loki, Mobius, and Kang, the characters we all know tie into that part of the multiverse, because I really do not expect a Loki cameo, and I know that Kang is not the villain in this film. That would have been reported a million times over at this point. Who do you think it is? I'm all ears. Let me know down in the comments quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. We've got 3 left this year. The next one will be the finale of Loki, lined up with the release of the Marvels, and also one for What If. So in the next 3 months, there'll be 3 PlayStations given away. We're also giving away daily comic book variants all the way through October, and in fact, we just announced brand new winners last Thursday. The next group of winners will be live on Thursday night or Friday morning in the Easter egg video for Loki Episode 2. So if you want to be entered to win, super simple, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced in these end segments live with the comment shown on screen and my voice. So if that's not where you hear you won, if you ever see it in the comments somewhere really on my channel or any platform, please keep in mind that anybody can steal a profile picture, say that they're that content creator. No content creator will tell you you've won in the comments, and no content creator will ever try to charge you for shipping. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my original music out, to those of you who already have and supported me, thank you very much. Thank you guys for checking this channel out. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.